I'm here with Colleen Mayer, Director of Fundraising for Manitoba for STARS. Colleen, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for being here with us today.
Yeah, now Colleen, I have to say, anytime I talk to anyone who's in charge of fundraising, it's a great respect. What makes that a part of what you wanted to do here at STARS? You know, and what makes it something you're glad you're doing for STARS?
You know what, it's giving back to the community, and it is very much something that is near and dear to my heart. It's a feel-good feeling. Not every day is easy. Fundraising is a difficult job, but you know what, when you talk to people and when they want to give back, when they want to support an organization like STARS, it really feels good to hear their stories of why they want to contribute, how they want to help Manitobans, and just be part of the bigger picture.
Now, as you gather these funds, obviously you know exactly where they're going, and that's how you can speak to us as Manitobans. So when someone is donating today, where exactly is this money going? How does that work?
All the money raised today goes towards our general operations. So that could mean fuel in the helicopter, night vision goggles, it could be the tubes and the syringes, you name it. Everything that is on what we call that flying ICU is what we fundraise for.
You must hear stories back at the office here from people of incredible missions that they've been on and just feel the emotion as they maybe come back from a mission or head out to one.
We're fortunate enough to hear the stories, things that they've seen on the scene. We know how valuable the work they do. And so for us, the other part of our fundraising efforts goes towards innovation. So technology is also changing. We have to stay on top. The training for our teams, you know, all crew is highly trained in critical care and the transportation mode that they use. So we're constantly searching for ways to fund that.
Sometimes we hear big numbers. We hear, oh, this helicopter, millions of dollars, and we think, oh, I don't really have a lot to give. What would you say to someone listening right now who says, you know, what if I can only give a little?
Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts to go towards it. You know, I've had people call us in past radiothons that have said, you know, Colleen, I can only give you $5. My old age security hasn't come in yet, and I have and $5, like, just to listen to that donor's story is, she will give that last $5 to go towards our cause. It is amazing. You know, one other thing that really touches my heart is when people leave us in their wills. When we don't even know about it sometimes. Sometimes people identify and they tell us that they've left us in our will, but when we get these surprises, sometimes we hear from a lawyer who says, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so have left you in our will. What a selfless thing to do. I just think that it's such an honor to be able to take those donations and utilize them in such a way that is helping Manitobans every day.
When you do your job as a fundraiser here for STARS and you share this story, are there people that you've talked to that go, really, you guys do that? Or do you know, I mean, this is also good just for us to become aware of what STARS does, period.
Every day I hear, oh, I know what STARS is, but I don't understand what you do, or I didn't realize exactly what you did. I thought you were just transporting. I didn't realize that you carry blood on board. I didn't realize the life-saving skills that it takes to do the job you do. And it is the most critical and the most injured patients that we do transport. So you're probably having the worst day of your life if you're seeing our red helicopter, but you also know that there's hope. There's hope there that, you know, things will be okay because the right team is here to help you.
There's such a team here behind what they're doing, and I feel like when we look up in the sky and we see this red helicopter from now on, we won't just think of the people in the helicopter, but all the people on the ground, people like you who are, you know, doing the hard asks all of the time. How essential is this fundraising? Like, if we're talking healthcare, government, how does that look, and how much do you guys actually need to raise to make STARS possible?
It takes $10 million to run this base every year. So we have quite a unique blend of fundraising. It's corporate, it's individual donors, there is government funding, of course, but the foundation's job is to make up that difference. And so every year it's a little different. It depends on what the strategy is and what we have to make. So at least $3 million at a foundation is what we're looking for. Of course, today we have a goal of $100,000. So $100,000 to go towards to the mission and the operations that we're doing.
And if you think of all the people that live in Manitoba,
All Manitobans benefit from STARS. I can't imagine if we weren't here in the province. I think of the VIPs and the people we have helped along the way, the stories that you hear about how sometimes those stories aren't always happy endings. They're not all good endings, but the most touching thing is when the family says, you gave me time. You gave me time to say goodbye. The outcome was not great, but I got to go to the bedside. I got to be and see my loved one, or knowing how reassuring you held their hand. Things like that give you goosebumps. Like even just saying it,
Totally.
I get goosebumps.
Me too.
And if that's what we're there to do, is to save lives and help families, because it's a broader, it's not just the patient. It is like our work is all about the patient and we're focused on that. But it's so much bigger than that. It is about the families and the communities and people who see us in action and see the work we do, the lives that we affected. They really get that. And so our job in Foundation is just to keep telling those stories, keep asking, keep bringing awareness. It's a wonderful job. I can say our team here is amazing.
I loved how you said that. You know, even to know that your loved one in the middle of a field somewhere, if that's where the accident happened, someone was there, someone cared enough to come and do everything possible to save their lives and to be with them.
Well, we say it's critical care anywhere.